I'm in Los Angeles. Hi. I came on here to talk about Eilish #2 and say that it is now being sold into Glass and Nasibe, and that's very exciting. And I'm also going to answer a couple of little questions that you guys have for me. So, starting off with the most original question I've ever heard. What was your inspiration for Eilish #2? My inspiration. Well, I wanted it to be like kind of an extension of Eilish original, but darker, kind of on the other side of it, and feel woodsy and kind of spicier and darker and just like kind of sexier. And yeah, I kind of wanted to take like everything that Eilish regular #1 original one was and just kind of go like Bear. And I feel like I did a pretty good job of that. I think the scent feels like that, the visuals feel like that, blah de blah. And then my vision for the scent, which is the next question. Well, originally I really wanted whatever the second fragrance was to smell like rain and kind of feel like rain. And I knew that I wanted it to be that like metallic-y metal color, and I just wanted it to be dark and wet. I just wanted it to be wet. Everything that goes into that, I wanted it to be wet. So I wanted me to be wet in the videos and the pictures, and I wanted the bottle to just have this like moist kind of I don't know what the word is. I just wanted it to be wet, okay? That's what I wanted. And I just like the smell of the like kind of dewiness of the scent, and I like the idea of it being like when you wake up really early and the dew is kind of still out on everything, and it's kind of, you go outside in your car, it kind of has like a layer of, whoa, I see 1,000 comments suddenly. Anyway, I'm talking too much about that. Okay, what was your reaction when you first smelled Eilish #2? Ooh. It was so immediate. It was a lot of discussing beforehand kind of exactly what I wanted and going through this and going through that. And we were on tour. We went to the headquarters, like the perfumery place where they create it all. And I smelled it for the first time. And I remember just being like, it was so perfect. It was exactly what I'd been describing, and I liked that it smelled like, I think that's another one of these questions. I don't know which one, but what does it smell like to you? The first time that I smelled it, it just brought me back to like, I've said this a couple times, but it brought me back to like a Christmas tree farm, like the one that we went to when I was a kid, and it's just a really sentimental smell, and I like that it's woodsy and it doesn't stick to one time of year. I mean, that obviously does, but the scent doesn't. And yeah. How do you feel when wearing this fragrance? I feel adventurous. I feel sexy. I feel, I don't know, girl, I feel like I smell good. And what's really cool is that like, I give whatever I make to like all my friends, and I do that with stuff that I make, and they maybe wear stuff, maybe they don't, but with this one, I feel like I hang out with a number of my friends, and they're wearing Eilish #2, like a lot, and that's really cool and validating. It makes me feel good, and they smell good, so. Okay, what memory is most associated with this fragrance? God, it's a lot, actually. I guess what I'm thinking of is when I first was wearing it, which was tour in 2022 in, I believe, like February, March, whatever. And I was wearing it for all those shows, and I just remember like all of the arm warmers that I was wearing on that tour smelling like Eilish too, and that was really cool. And then it smells like also like last summer and things I was doing last summer and people I was meeting, and then it also smells like, honestly, it smells like people that I love, because I feel like for the last year, many people in my life have like worn Eilish number 2 as their scent. So now weirdly I smell Eilish 2 and I'm like, oh, that smells like so-and-so, which is kind of wild. Okay, how would you describe the scent in association with your synesthesia? It's who cares? It's just so, who cares? Like, who cares what I think about that? Synesthesia is literally just an issue. It's there's nothing special going on. But to answer your question, because it's very sweet of you to ask, I mean, I don't know. It's gray. It's wet. It's the number, I guess. I mean, it's technically 2, but I guess the number of the way that it smells. This is not going to make any sense if you don't know what synesthesia is, but the number of the smell of Eilish number 2 is 8. So I don't know. Stupid. See, it's stupid. This is why, yeah. Which of your songs sounds most like Eilish number 2? Well, I would say the little ditty that we made for the perfume ad was like made for it, so that obviously comes to mind. But if I'm talking about a song that already exists, or existed, I don't know. I feel like Eilish 2 is very like, it's in this gray world, and I don't know if I have a lot of songs that feel like that to me. I don't know. That's a good question, but I would say the song that we made for the ad. Which of your songs, oh wait, can you describe the fragrance process? Gosh, I mean, it's always so much fun. It's like, I have these ideas and I write them all down and I think about them forever, and I'm just like constantly being like, oh, what if I did a scent like this, or if I had a bottle like this, or whatever. And then I tell, I have these meetings with Parlux, and it's just really cool. You know, I do a lot of meetings for things, and I love my job and I love what I get to do, and I love like having meetings, but these really are meetings that I actually care about. They're like, I actually get excited to have these meetings, when sometimes meetings are not the most exciting experience. So with these, I'm just like so excited to talk about fragrance and ideas and future fragrance, and it's just, they just listen to me, and I feel very heard, and then we talk about how we're gonna do it and what I'm thinking. And my main question always is, because I have these ideas, my main question is, how can we do this thing that I'm thinking of, and how do we do it like ethically and without being ridiculously wasteful, because this industry is ridiculously wasteful, and it's really hard. I mean, you wouldn't believe how really cute packaging is so fucking terrible for the world. I mean, it's upsetting, and it's also upsetting because you're like, I want really cute packaging, but it's really important that I try to do this, and I think that it would be really important for like other people that are creating products to try to just maybe think about it more. And it's really cool how the team has really been like listening to me say that and try to be really thoughtful in terms of making sure things are really conscious, you know, and eco-friendly and all that. Okay. Were you on tour when creating the fragrance? Half and half, yeah. I was on tour forever last year, so a lot of that was creating the fragrance. A lot of it's like, you know, we make these like all sorts of different fragrance samples, and then I try them out like throughout my life, and I go and do stuff with one fragrance, and I go do something else with another sample, and so I just have constantly like all these different samples with me, and I try them out and see how they feel, and then I make other people wear them so that I can smell them without like it being me, and it's so much fun. It's so fascinating how it all works. Ah, God, I love scent so much. I just can't even tell you. But yeah, tour. Okay. Can the fragrance be worn by both men and women? Yeah, that's the whole point. That really is the whole point. I mean, I know that the bottle is seemingly a woman, but it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't. I'm so into all of the fragrance. Just my dad walking around the yard. I'm at my parents' house right now because I love them and they make me feel good. But anyway, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, men and women and others. It can be worn by anyone. It does not matter. It really does not matter. I think like whatever you're comfortable with, you rock it. I used to wear cologne, men's cologne, all the time, and I loved it. I mean, I wear men's deodorant all the time too. It fucking works. Women's deodorant doesn't. Very frustrating. Okay. What? Flip. Okay. There's a piece of paper. Oh, there's more. Okay. Why did you choose the bottle color? It's a good question. I don't know why, but it was like I didn't even choose it. Like I was like, that's what I want it to be. Way before it was that. Yeah, I mean, I had the original Eilish color in my head for a really long time, and then I used to have this little like figurine toy, this like tiny little metallic-y silver gray thing, and I just thought it was like so sick, and I always wanted to like create something that had that, was made out of that material and was that color, and so I did, and I knew that from the get-go. I was like, this second one is definitely going to be this like gray metal color and world. Okay. Really quick. I have 3 minutes and there's 5 questions. I'm gonna choose. Ooh. Okay, on what occasions do you like to wear Eilish number 2? That's a good question. I would say it's a good date scent. It feels really nice to, I feel like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it smells like kind of mysterious and it smells mysterious and just hot. I feel like you smell hot if you are wearing it. So I would say on a date, to go get what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? And just like to an event, like I like to wear it when I'm gonna see people and I know they're gonna smell me. Like they're just gonna smell me. I wanna be smelled and I want it to smell good. Sweeping. Anyway, this is what happens when you go back home. I feel like I'm like home from college. Okay, last question is gonna be, if you were to create another fragrance, what would that smell like? Funny you should ask. I might be, and maybe you'll have to see. Yeah, there's we're just getting started, people. This is simply just the beginning. So look out for another one of Eilish and maybe more to come after that too. So yeah, I love you and I will see you soon. And thank you for hanging out with me today. And if you guys want to purchase Eilish number 2, you can tap the bottom left corner of the screen to add it to your basket, because that's how we rock in this little place. Okay. Love you. I will see you all soon. Miss you. Hope you're doing okay. Sorry my dad's wandering about. I'm in his territory. It is what it is. Okay, bye. How do you do it?